Moving toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Ekeler to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 1, Herbert. And right away, he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, Goldman.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Will give this one to Ekeler. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up on the line of scrimmage and throw it for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. In motion, the tight end. Throwing on 1st down, Goldman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Isabella, 29 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. scoring the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down. Up the middle with Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert able to find Gray here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on second down, Goldman. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw, Goldman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action, Goldman. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? Run defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Goldman.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. This is swung out to Eckler. And it's a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers.
And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs.
Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
On 1st and 10, Goldman. And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that they...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 75 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score.
There he goes, right side. The try. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
They push him back 8 yards and time on second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This big quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. De'Ami Brown.
46 yards.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So the completion good for just 3. Brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Never make the mistake with these slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down and 4. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Back to throw again. On the right side open is Gesicki. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that...
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just willing to lead the game out that way.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, Justin Herbert gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on there. He could not hold on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And this one is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Off the play fake. Goldman. That's going to be caught.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jahan Dotson,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Herbert now. dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Herbert on 1st down now. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As a defense, you want balance when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is caught by Williams.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still didn't.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And now here's another interception. Taron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss.